My name is Lilly Fink Shapiro. I manage the Sustainable Food Systems Initiative at U of M. I co-lead the Food Literacy for All class each year, and I also work with Dr. Lesli Hoey doing food systems evaluation work. The best thing I've cooked during COVID is probably grilled pizza.
Hello, my name is Yvette Perfecto. I'm a faculty member at the School for Environment and Sustainability. Most of my research focuses on biodiversity and agricultural systems, and I'm interested in how agriculture contributes to biodiversity, but also how biodiversity contributes to the productivity and sustainability of agricultural systems. I teach a course titled Diverse Farming Systems in Theory and in Practice. And during COVID, basically I learned how to make the perfect tiramisu.
Hi, I'm Nick Tobier. The food work I'm doing right now is all centered around food vendors and street food all around the world, but Japan, India, New York. I'm interested both in the food itself and the culture that's created around the stands. And I miss it during COVID. But the best thing that I've been making during this time period, or the thing I find most satisfying, are these pretzels. They look great, they taste great, and if you email me, I'll be happy to share the recipe.
Hi, I'm Kendrin Sonneville, and my research is broadly focused on the prevention of eating disorders. I have a particular interest in how certain for-profit industries benefit when we have an unhealthy relationship with food and our bodies. So I'm specifically interested in the food industry and how food industry practices may capitalize on our psychology and on our physiology and ultimately contribute to eating disorder risk. The best thing I cooked during COVID easily was a fully from scratch pumpkin pie. I bought a sugar pumpkin from Wing Farms, and I used my great-grandmother's pumpkin pie recipe, and the end result was absolute perfection.
Hey everybody, my name is Marty Heller. I do research on the environmental impact of food and agricultural systems. I'm putting some finishing touches on a paper that looks at the water scarcity footprint of U.S. diets. I wish I could say that I've cooked up some neighborhood squirrels because they decimated my garden this summer, but alas, I guess I have to go with my best COVID cooking being some from scratch pizzas that were pretty nice. Good to see ya.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Blesh. I'm an agroecologist, and my research focuses on understanding how crop diversity influences carbon and nitrogen cycling processes on farms to help mitigate global change. I also study transitions toward more sustainable farming systems. I teach courses on food systems and on agroecosystem management and nutrient cycles. And during the pandemic, I've been refining my baking skills, mostly focused on sourdough bread. Since I've been cooped up at home, I have plenty of time to feed my starter twice a day.
My name is John Vandermeer. I teach two courses relevant to the food system. One is entitled Food, Energy, and Environmental Justice, and the other is an upper division course called the Ecology of Agricultural Ecosystems. The favorite thing I've cooked during the COVID is seared duck breast and garlic mashed potatoes. Very delicious.
Hello, I'm Catherine Badgley. I'm one of the core members of the Sustainable Food Systems Initiative. I'm very pleased to see how much it's grown over the years in terms of faculty involvement, projects all over campus, and the many students who are interested in our courses. I teach food system courses primarily within the residential college. The one I'm running now is called Alternative Futures in the Michigan Food System. This is a critical look at the ways in which the food system of Michigan can transform to become much more sustainable and to better serve people, the Michigan economy, and the environment. As in terms of what I've cooked during the COVID period, my best successes have been with several kinds of sourdough bread.
Hi, my name is Andy Jones. I do research on the linkages between sustainable food systems, healthy diets, and climate change. I also teach a few classes on those topics. I teach a class called Foundations of Sustainable Food Systems with colleagues Dr. Lesli Hoey and Dr. Jennifer Blesh, and I also teach a class on food policy in developing countries. The best thing I've cooked during COVID, I cook eggs and potatoes for my daughters every Saturday morning, and that's been our tradition.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Moghtader, and the campus farm serves as a collaborator on a wide range of agroecological and other sustainable food systems related projects, specifically looking at agrophotovoltaics, as well as a collaborative project with Dr. Jain Blesh's lab on perennial wheat production. I teach a course called Campus Farm, Ecological and Organic Farming Practicum, which is taught in the fall term. And my favorite thing that I made during COVID was a fresh Napa cabbage salad with ume plum vinegar.
Hi, my name is Clara Gamalski, and I work with students on applied learning projects related to sustainable food, which help them develop as leaders for social change. The best thing that I cooked during quarantine was a tomato sauce using tomatoes from my garden that I was able to supervise on the stove for about 2 days while it simmered since I was working from home.
Hi, my name is Lesli Hoey. I do research on the variety of collective action that we take to try to transform food systems, whether it's trying to achieve more sustainable diets or healthier food environments, whether we're trying to achieve more equitable food access or more robust local food economies. I ask about the different ways that government, civil society, and social movements try to accomplish that change. I look at food policy advocacy strategies, the different ways we try to actually implement our plans and visions and put it into action. And finally, I look at program evaluation and try to understand how that can inform our efforts, or in some cases, detract from our ability to achieve what we intend. Under COVID, I've tried a lot of different new recipes, but I think the one I've perfected best is flatbread pizza.
Hi, I'm Sarah Mills. I am at Graham Sustainability Institute in the Ford School. My research is on the impacts that renewable energy, particularly utility scale wind and solar projects, have on farmers and farming communities. And the best thing that I've cooked is this killer apple pie.
Hello, my name is Laura Motta. I'm an archaeologist and an archaeobotanist. My research focuses on the political economy of food systems, the agrarian practices, and issues of nutrition and malnutrition in ancient times. I work on a number of archaeological sites throughout the Mediterranean. And I teach several courses related to diet and food systems in classical antiquities, including a recurring one every winter semester, next winter as well. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jake Allgeier, and my food systems related activity is that I study tropical coastal fisheries and their sustainability. And the best food that I've made over this amazing COVID time was baked mackerel, Spanish mackerel. We baked them whole and we rubbed it down with this amazing salt, garlic, chili, lime rub. And it was mind-meltingly delicious. And I give all the credit to the high quality of mackerel as a fish.
Hi, I'm Raymond DeYoung. I research the psychology of environmental stewardship, and I teach courses on behavior change and the process of localization. The best thing that we cooked this summer were the 20 pints of tomato jam that my wife and I canned, and we'll start eating on Thanksgiving.
Hi everyone, I'm Margot Finn. I'm a lecturer in applied liberal arts. I teach classes like Intro to Food Studies and Obesity, the Science, Culture, and Politics of Fatness in America, and Food Studies Research Methods, and a first-year seminar on vegetarianism. I study the stories that people tell about food, particularly in the US and particularly in the 20th century, asking questions like, when there's so much controversy over whether or not local food is really better for the environment, why are people so convinced that it is? The best thing that I've cooked this pandemic is bibinka. We've made lots of them. Bibinka is a Filipino custard cake.
Hi, I'm Meha Jain. I'm an assistant professor in SEAS, and my research broadly examines how environmental change, including climate change, is affecting agricultural production and how farmers might be able to adapt to reduce negative impacts. And the best thing that I've made during COVID, I actually don't do much of the cooking in our household, to be honest, but the best thing that I've made so far is a chocolate raspberry cake.
Hi folks, this is Bill Currie. I study land use, landscape ecology, and in part the effects of food systems on environmental quality. I teach an undergraduate class, Sustainability Issues in the Great Lakes region, where we consider food systems in a couple of our case studies. The best thing I've cooked during COVID is probably a big pot of baked beans that we're calling Bill's Tangy Quarantine Beans. Stay safe, everyone.